Alright guys, in this video I have a 2014 Kia Soul, and what we're going to be doing is taking and replacing the spark plugs. This procedure is going to be the exact same from 2014 all the way up to 2019 on the 2-liter GDI engines. So we're going to get started with the spark plug replacement now. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over and you're going to want to remove these gray little tabs. Not remove them, but just move them upwards. Those are your locking pins. And then after they're removed, you'll be able to take and remove your connector. You're going to do the same thing on this one. And then you're going to do the same thing on all the other ones. Alright, now after that we have some 10mm bolts that have to be taken out. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to remove those. The one that's over next to the fuel inlet tube can be a little bit of a pain. Alrighty. So typically if you can't get in with a 3/8 with your 3/8 tools, take a 1/4 inch and you'll be able to get in there. Now after that, what you're going to want to do is remove all your all your coils. Make sure to keep your coils in order. This one seems kind of tight. Oh, it's very tight. It typically should not be that tight. Let's see if we can help it out a little bit. Oh my god. Alright, that's one. Typically they're not tight, but this one seems to be extremely tight for some reason. Oh, 2. 3. Now, the last one over here is, it's a little bit tricky to get out, but you don't have to remove anything special in order to get it out. You just have to be able to maneuver it properly, that's all. Let's see if we can force this guy up. Ah, there we go. Take it, we'll move this guy out of the way real quick, like that. And see if we can just maneuver him around to get him out. There we go, like so. Now, after that, you're going to want to get your spark plug socket. This one is a 5/8 spark plug socket for these cars. We're going to take them, we're going to crack those loose. That's one. These ones actually don't look too bad, but with the mileage onto the vehicle and the age of the car, the client wanted to get them changed, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, very tight. So if ever you have trouble getting your spark plugs out, you can always just take a little magnet and use that to get them out. There we go. So that's all 4 spark plugs. Now we're going to reinstall the new spark plugs. We're going to check the gap on them first, and we're going to torque them down to spec. So here are the spark plugs. We'll check the first one. The spec on these ones are 0.043 inches. And I think it's 0.039, if I'm not mistaken. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so 0.039 to 0.043. And this one I am at 0.039, even though it doesn't look like it. So that one is good. We'll place that one so that doesn't drop. And we'll check our next one. Same thing. 0.043. We're good there. 0.042. We're good on that one. And 0.043. So we are good on that. So now we're going to be installing them and torquing them down to spec. The spec on these ones is 18 foot-pounds. Oh, well, that one's going to get replaced. I'll go and pick that up. Give me 1 second. All right, so one of them dropped, so I went and got a new one. If ever you drop a spark plug, highly suggested that you don't put it into the engine. For all you know, there could be a microfracture that happened onto the porcelain, and then you're gonna have arcing that's gonna happen. So, and you'll have a misfire. So it's really not worth it. So let's recheck our gap. Make sure our gap is good. Onto the new one. Gap is 0.040, so I am okay with that. So we're gonna take him. We'll install him now. Now we're gonna tighten these up by hand until they're snug. And then we're gonna take and torque them down to 18 foot-pounds. So I actually went and spoiled myself last year, and I bought myself a nice little torque wrench that does angles. It helps out a lot on the engines these days. We'll change that to foot-pounds. There we go, and 18. There we go. So now we'll just take these and we'll torque them all down. Then we're going to go over them one more time just to make sure that the torque spec is true. Or the torque that we did is actually true. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to reinstall the coils, and then this job will be done. So the torque spec onto the bolts for the coils are 10 foot-pounds, in case anybody's wondering. But not everybody will torque them, which is fine. Just don't over torque them to snap them, because that will be not very good. There we go. Alright, so let's put in our bolts. You guys can torque them if you want. These bolts, I don't generally torque them. I just give them a little, just make them snug, and that's it. Let's turn this guy a little bit. Him in there. Where did that go? There it is. So, like I said, if you guys want to torque them, go ahead. go. Put that back, and there you go, guys. So that is the procedure on replacing your spark plugs from a 2014 to a 2019 Kia Soul. If you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.